exclusive presentation of Top Rank on ESPN+. It's a duel in the desert, in a rematch between two Mexican warriors.
You guys ready for it? Winner take all. Let's do this.
And just look at the electricity that's in this building right now.
Emanuel Navarrete looks to defend his WBO junior lightweight title yet again.
Navarrete has dominated throughout.
While Oscar Valdez seeks revenge and championship glory.
Look at the eyes of Valdez. He's laser focused.
This is Top Rank on ESPN+.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're downtown, beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. Doubleheader, 2 world titles on the line. Navarrete Valdez, 2. Espinosa Ramirez, 2. This is boxing. This is Top Rank, presented all weekend long by Miller Lite, great taste, round after round. By Twisted Tea, hard iced tea, keep it twisted. By C4 Energy, energy that hits. And by DraftKings Sportsbook, download the app now. And by Riyadh Season. A beautiful image right there of the Footprint Center. It all goes down tomorrow, Saturday, December 7th. Currently, we're right down the street inside the Sheraton downtown. A great shot of our crowd with us this afternoon. Welcome inside. My name is Mark Chinook. I'm joined by Chanel, Tiana, Yesenia, our beautiful Top Rank knockouts. Man, do we ever have a fight card Saturday, December 7th from right here in downtown, beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. Take a look at your screens. We're going to put the entire fight card up for you right now. Take a look, an incredible stacked card, 10 fights beginning at 5:30 Eastern. That's 3:30 local time here in Phoenix. That's 2:30 Pacific time on the West Coast. I like to spell it out for you. All going down on ESPN+. And then we move over to the network at 10:30 Eastern time. That's 8:30 local, 7:30 Pacific. The network, ESPN. There's a QR code coming up right now. Scan that QR code for all things your Fight Night Guide, the ultimate guide to everything happening Saturday night here in Phoenix, Arizona. Again, welcome inside the Sheraton, just down the street. As always, this is boxing. This is Top Rank, presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Mr. Bob Arum. 10 fights to get on the scale, but before we do that, my partner in crime, Christina Poncher, standing by with a very special guest. Christina.
Thank you, Mark. Indeed, I am joined by the one and only Marco Antonio Barrera. Thank you so much for being here. And Marco, in your career, you've been a part of several rematches, and then, of course, the epic trilogy with Eric Morales. How would you describe the emotion in preparing for a rematch versus facing a fighter for the first time?
Hola, ¿qué tal a todo el público? Gracias por venir. Siempre peleas mexicanas, siempre son muy buenas.
Good afternoon to everybody here. Thank you for being here. Every time there are Mexican fighters, you know that they're going to be good fights.
Gracias, Bob Arum, por invitarnos. Sí hemos estado en varias revanchas, en una nos ha ido mal, en la que nos fue muy bien fue con Eric Morales, pero en esta ocasión, esta revancha, el tren Ramírez contra Espinosa va a ser algo diferente, y también hay que mencionar al vaquero Navarrete con Valdez, traen ese condimento que va a ser muy especial.
Thank you very much, Bob Arum, for being here. We have 2 rematches. The first one between Robeisy Ramirez and Rafael Espinosa. It's going to be something different. And then you also have the main event between Emanuel Navarrete and Oscar Valdez. They both have the condiments to make something special for that in a fight.
Well, let's talk about the co-main event first. Looked at the odds this morning, and they have it just about a 50-50 fight when it comes to the rematch in our co-main event. What are your expectations for that featherweight championship fight in our co-main event between Robeisy Ramirez and Rafael Espinosa?
Platicando con ellos, dicen que va a ser mejor versión la segunda pelea que la primera. Estoy sorprendido porque los dos se fueron a la lona.
After speaking with them, they both said that the best version of themselves will appear for the rematch, and I'm surprised at that because both visited the canvas in the first fight.
Y yo creo lo mismo, nunca ha habido revanchas, bueno, sí hay, pero muy pocas, Cuba-México, México-Cuba, pero en esta ocasión va a ser diferente y en mi corazón, porque soy mexicano, la tendría no 50-50, la tendría 52-48.
You don't see that a lot when you have a Mexico versus Cuba showdown, a Mexico versus Cuba rematch. And me, in my heart, because I am a Mexican, I wouldn't see it as 50-50. I'd see it as 48-52.
All right, well, it's all Mexicans in the main event, right? Between Emanuel Navarrete and Oscar Valdez. So that might be even harder for you to choose. But between those fighters, whom you know very well, quickly, what does each one need to do to walk away victorious tomorrow night?
Bueno, en esa pelea sí, soy 50-50, somos los mexicanos.
In that fight, I am 50-50. They're both Mexicans.
El que tiene que marcar la diferencia y hacer la diferencia y ajustes es Oscar Valdez.
The one who really has to make the difference in the fight and make adjustments is Oscar Valdez.
Sabemos que el estilo del vaquero Navarrete es complicado, va para atrás muy largo y él ganó sin complicación la primera pelea.
We know that Emanuel Navarrete has a difficult style. When he backs up, it's very long, and we know that it's going to be very difficult for him to deal with that.
En esta pelea, Oscar Valdez está obligado a traer plan A, plan B y plan C por lo diferente que va a ser.
Because this fight will be different, Valdez will have to have a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C.
All right, well, you heard it from the legend who will be seated ringside. But first, he's going to help get these guys weighed in. So let's get the show on the road. I'll send it back over to you, Mark Chinook.
Hey, thank you, Christina. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this afternoon. 10 incredible fights on the card. A special thank you to everybody in the room with us here live in Phoenix. We've got 10 fights on the card. Let's get it started. Our first fight is scheduled for 8 rounds in the junior lightweight division. The contracted weight here is 132 pounds. Please welcome from Moreno, Argentina, 220 voltios, Roman Ruben Reynoso, and his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, DJ, the War Machine Zamora. First on the scale, Roman Ruben Reynoso.
$131.9.
131.9 for 220 voltios, Roman Ruben Reynoso. And his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, DJ, the War Machine Zamora.
Oh no, you know what? It was 131.1. 131.3.
131.3. 131.3 for DJ, the War Machine Zamora.
So good.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first bout of the evening scheduled for 8 rounds in the junior lightweight division from Moreno, Argentina, 220 voltios, Roman Ruben Reynoso, and from Las Vegas, Nevada, DJ, the War Machine Zamora. 8 rounds in the junior lightweight division.
Nice and easy, nice and easy. Good job. Bueno, gracias.
Argentina.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout is scheduled for 4 rounds in the lightweight division. Our contracted weight here is 137 pounds. Please welcome from Guayaquil, Ecuador, Kevin Mosquera, and his opponent making his professional debut from Ixtapaluca, Mexico, Cesar Morales. First on the scale, Kevin Mosquera.
$136.4.
136.4 for Kevin Mosquera. And his opponent from Ixtapaluca, Mexico, Cesar Morales.
$136.3.
136.3. 136.3 for Cesar Morales.
Right up here, please.
And Mark, this is the first weigh-in as a professional for Cesar Morales. He'll be making his pro debut tomorrow night out of the Espinosa boxing stable alongside his stablemate, Oscar Valdez. He is also trained by Robert Garcia out of the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy.
Right on the yep. Look right at Mikey. Good. Right here. Right on the right.
This bout is scheduled for 4 rounds in the lightweight division. From Guayaquil, Ecuador, Kevin Mosquera. And making his professional debut from Ixtapaluca, Mexico, Cesar Morales. 4 rounds in the lightweight division.
Cara. A little closer, please. Por favor. Gracias. Bueno, thank you.
Our next bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the welterweight division. Contracted weight here, 150 pounds. Please welcome, fighting out of Sioux City, Iowa, Juan Carlos Campos Medina, and his opponent from Linwood, California, Art Barrera Jr. First on the scale, Juan Carlos Campos Medina.
Nope. The scale. Step up. Step up. Now go. 149.7.
149.7. 149.7 for Juan Carlos Campos Medina. And his opponent from Linwood, California, Art Barrera Jr.
$149.4.
149.4. 149.4 for Art Barrera Jr.
Step on the blue corner. Go. Look right at Mikey.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the welterweight division from Sioux City, Iowa. Juan Carlos Campos Medina and his opponent from Linwood, California, Art Barrera Jr. 6 rounds in the welterweight division.
Calmate. Bueno, gracias.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout scheduled for 10 rounds in the welterweight division. Our contracted weight here is 149 pounds. Please welcome from Accra, Ghana, Frederick General Okanka Lawson, and his opponent from San Diego, California, Giovanni Gallo de Oro Santillan. First on the scale, Frederick General Okanka Lawson.
146.3.
146.3. 146.3 for Frederick General Ocancalasen. And his opponent from San Diego, California, Giovanni Gallo de Oro Santillan.
$147.9.
147.9. 147.9 for Giovanni Gallo de Oro Santillan.
Both of these fighters looking to get back in the win column tomorrow night. Giovanni Santillan, suffering the first defeat in his professional career, has since added perfecting athletes to help with his nutrition in order to help him prepare for the last month, nutrition-wise, to make weight for this fight. And for Frederick Lawson as well, coming off a loss to Alexis Rocha, looking to get back into the win column. So two veteran welterweights squaring off early tomorrow night on the card. Make sure you get there when doors open, because there is very exciting fights on our undercard tomorrow night. The return of Giovanni Santillan taking on Frederick Lawson.
Right, Mikey. A little closer,
This
please.
bout scheduled for 10 rounds in the welterweight division from Accra, Ghana. Frederick General Ocancalasen from San Diego, California. Giovanni Gallo de Oro Santillan. 10 rounds in the welterweight division.
A little closer. Gracias. Nice and easy, guys. Save it for tomorrow. Easy, easy. Good. Gracias. Thank you. You guys are good. Thank you.
Our next bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the junior bantamweight division. Contracted weight here, 116 pounds. Please welcome from Sidra, Puerto Rico, Gabriel Gabi Bernardi, and his opponent from Inglewood, California, Stephen Kid Dynamite Navarro. First on the scale, Gabriel Gabi Bernardi.
$115.4.
115.4. 115.4 for Gabriel Gabi Bernardi. His opponent from Inglewood, California, Stephen Kid Dynamite Navarro.
$115.6.
115.6. 115.6 for Stephen Kid Dynamite Navarro.
Look at Mikey. Red. Look at Mikey.
This bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the junior bantamweight division. From Sidra, Puerto Rico, Gabriel Gabi Bernardi. From Englewood, California, Stephen Kid Dynamite Navarro. 6 rounds in the junior bantamweight division.
Easy. Almost there. Good. Thank you. Gracias.
¡Ánimo!
Our next bout is scheduled for 8 rounds in the featherweight division. Our contracted weight here is 128 pounds. Please welcome from Salta, Argentina, Gerardo El Bandito Perez, and his opponent from Moreno Valley, California, Albert Chop Chop Gonzalez. First on the scale, Gerardo El Bandito Perez.
$127.7.
127.7. 127.7 for Gerardo El Bandito Perez. and his opponent from Moreno Valley, California, Albert Chop Chop Gonzalez.
Step up. 127.2.
127.2. 127.2 for Albert Chop Chop Gonzalez.
The fifth fight of the year for Chop Chop Gonzalez, and 5 fights on the card for his trainer, Robert Garcia. Robert, you might as well just stay up there, as you have a ton of fighters fighting on this card. In fact, not the most, though, that he's ever had on a card. There was a card back at StubHub Center. He had 8 fighters on the card, but it is a Robert Garcia Boxing Academy heavy show come tomorrow night. Chop Chop Gonzalez taking on Gerardo Perez.
This bout scheduled for 8 rounds in the featherweight division. From Salta, Argentina, Gerardo El Bandito Perez. From Moreno Valley, California, Albert Chop Chop Gonzalez. 8 rounds in the featherweight division.
Easy, cálmate. Good, gracias, thank you. Bueno.
Our next bout is scheduled for 8 rounds in the heavyweight division. Please welcome from Mexico City, Mexico, Isaac Drago Munoz, and his opponent from Tulare, California, Richard Kiki Torres Jr. First on the scale, Isaac Drago Munoz.
252.1.
252.1. 252.1 for Isaac Drago Munoz. And his opponent from Tulare, California, Richard Kiki Torres Jr.
$236.6.
236.6. 236.6 for Richard Kiki Torres Jr.
Good. Right here on blue. Look right at Mikey in the center. Right at red, look right at Mikey first. Come a little
This bout scheduled for 8 rounds in the heavyweight division. From Mexico City, Mexico, Isaac Drago Munoz. From Tulare, California, Richard Kiki Torres Jr.
Good, face off.
8 rounds in the heavyweight division.
Little closer, please, little closer. But keep it easy, thank you. Good, thank you guys.
All right, Richard, we've done this a few times. Actually, your 4th time weighing in this year, but you told me earlier when we were talking that Isaac is your toughest opponent to date. What makes you say that?
Yeah, I definitely think he is. With his amateur pedigree and just what he's done and who he's faced in the professional division, I think that he has a lot to bring to the table, and I'm really excited for this fight.
You're also excited to fight on a card of this magnitude, right? I mean, this is a great opportunity to close out the year. How do you feel about the opportunity at hand, fighting on a tremendous card like this right here in Phoenix, Arizona?
Oh man, this is incredible. The people behind me that are coming up next, the people that are in front of me, everybody I've either trained with, I know, or I'm friends with, and I'm super excited to have this type of atmosphere in a place like Arizona.
And your boy Shushu is doing commentary with me tomorrow night. Any tips for him?
Yeah, Shushu's gonna stutter a lot. I hope he continues to stutter a lot. I wish him nothing but the worst. But no, he's gonna do great. He's amazing at talking, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he shows his commentary side as well.
You do pretty good at that too, but tomorrow night it's all about fighting. Good luck. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. We'll talk with our hands tomorrow.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Christina. Go put a shirt on. Our next fight scheduled for 10 rounds in the junior welterweight division. Contracted weight here, 140 pounds. Please welcome from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Jackson El Fenix Marínez, and his opponent from Linares, Mexico, Lindolfo Delgado. First on the scale, Jackson El Fenix Marínez.
$139.2.
139.2. 139.2 for Jackson El Fenix Marínez. And his opponent from Linares, Mexico, Lindolfo Delgado.
$139.9.
139.9. 139.9 for Lindolfo Delgado. The tail of the tape for this one currently on the screens. You see it there.
All right, Mikey.
Delgado Marínez, 29 years of age, 33 years of age. The reach, 68 inches, 69 and a half. This bout scheduled for 10 rounds in the junior welterweight division. From Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Jackson El Fenix Marínez. From Linares, Mexico, Lindolfo Delgado. 10 rounds in the junior welterweight division.
Got it, face off. Nice and easy. Save it for tomorrow, nice and easy. Easy. Got him, thing. Good, gracias, thank you.
Before we get to our co and main event, Christina Poncher standing by with Shoo Karen.
You know I had to find Shoo and let him get his get back, right? I can't just have Richard up there talking about Shoo and you not answer back. Yes, you will be making your commentary debut alongside myself on the international broadcast for tomorrow. I'm sure you do better than what he said, right?
You guys are going to have to tune in because I'm going to be a much better commentator than he'll ever be, you know?
All right, well, part of the reason why I think you're going to be our expert commentator tomorrow is you fight at the featherweight division. You're top ranked at 126 pounds in multiple sanctioning bodies. You study these guys. What do you expect from Robeisy Ramirez and Espinosa tomorrow night?
I definitely expect a big game plan change. You know, these are both guys that have a lot of experience, both guys that know what it's like to be able to be inside the ring and make those major adjustments. I feel like as of right now, this is going to be one of the best fights to watch of the year because Robeisy Ramirez, he's coming in to get his revenge, to get his home, to get his belt back. And Espinosa, he's here to establish himself and let everybody know that this first fight was not a fluke, and he's ready to show everyone who he is. I just can't wait to be able to watch it and be a spectator.
I know they're anxious to weigh in. I want to ask you quickly. I mentioned you fight at their division. I know you'll have your commentator hat on tomorrow night, but would you like to fight the winner of our co-main event?
I would love to fight the winner of the co-main event. Definitely in 2025, I'm just really ready to be able to fight the best of the best, and you know, just good luck to whoever wins tomorrow night.
All right, they got to weigh in first, so I'll send it back over to you, Mark.
Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Shoo. It's going to be exciting to have you on the call tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get them on the scale. The first of two world titles on the line. Saturday Night Live from Phoenix, Arizona. This one scheduled for 12 rounds for the WBO Featherweight Championship of the World. Let's bring him up from Cienfuegos, Cuba, Robeisy El Tre Ramirez. And the champion, the reigning and defending featherweight champion of the world from Guadalajara, Mexico, Rafael El Divino Espinosa. First on the scale, Robeisy El Tre Ramirez.
125.6.
125.6. 125.6 for Robesi El Tre Ramirez. Let's bring up the champion from Guadalajara, Mexico, Rafael El Divino Espinosa.
$125.7.
125.7 for the champion. 125.7 for Rafael El Divino Espinosa.
Mikey.
The first of two world titles on the line. The tail of the tape is there on the screen. 30 years old, both of these gentlemen. 74.5-inch reach advantage for the champion. The southpaw coming out at 68-inch reach. 6-1 for the champ. This is our co-feature of the evening. 12 rounds for the WBO Featherweight Championship of the World. The challenger from Cienfuegos, Cuba, Robesi El Tre Ramirez. The champion from Guadalajara, Mexico, Rafael El Divino Espinosa. 12 rounds for the WBO Featherweight Championship of the World.
Your shoulder. Same thing, look at Mikey. Cut it. Easy, bueno. Bueno.
There it is, 12 rounds for the WBO Featherweight Championship of the World. Robesi El Tre Ramirez, Rafael El Divino Espinosa. The challenger is with Christina.
And then
Here with the challenger, Robesi Ramirez. And Robesi, I know that you've been thinking about this moment since the decision was announced nearly 1 year ago. An opportunity a little bit more than 24 hours away to become world champion again. How would you describe your feelings now?
Súper excitado, súper contento de ver toda esta afición, tanto mis amistades cubanas como todos los fanáticos mexicanos. Y nada, bien feliz y contento de que llegue el día y pues que suene la campana.
I'm super excited. I'm super happy to see all these fans here, my Cuban fans, as well as all the Mexican fans as well. I'm very happy for the day to come and for that first bell to ring.
You've been preparing a long time for this moment. What needs to happen differently in this fight than in the first fight, albeit very close, to walk away with a definitive victory?
No, creo que el ring dirá la última palabra. Se hizo el trabajo, ya estamos listos y pues simplemente ser yo arriba del ring.
I think in the ring will have the last word. We've done the work, we're ready, and simply put, I have to be myself.
Good luck tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll move it over to the champ, Rafael Espinosa. This time last year, although being a 10-year veteran, relatively unknown, this last year has completely changed your life, and now you are a world champion. Can you describe the feeling at the weigh-in, 24 hours away, now standing up here as a world champion?
Claro, no, pues emocionado, muy contento. Sigo viviendo el sueño que tanto quería y ahora pues con mi gente, ahora en mi casa y a ganar.
Of course, I'm excited. I'm happy to be here. I'm living the dream that I always wanted to, and now I'm here with my people here as well, my house, and now it's time to win.
in order to get that win, you have to go through a lot more expectations placed on you in this fight. More of the pressure on you this time around than the first time around. How do you walk away victorious tomorrow night and here and still?
Claro, pues yo trabajé para eso, simplemente voy a hacer mi trabajo, voy a hacer lo que sé hacer y aparte voy a demostrar algo que todavía la gente no conoce de mí. Entonces yo nomás les digo que voy a dar lo que siempre doy, que es mi corazón y buenas peleas.
I worked hard for that. I've done my work. I know how to do it. But I'm going to show people something that maybe they haven't seen, which is my heart. I'm going to do that by always go in there and giving a good fight.
All right, I think they have seen your heart. You pulled it out in the last round, and we're looking forward to seeing more of that tomorrow night. Good luck.
Sí, claro, y nomás voy a decirles que voy a tirar el juego perfecto como Valenzuela en su honor.
Of course, I'm going to pitch a perfect game like Valenzuela in his honor.
Hence the Dodgers jersey. Good luck. Thank you so much.
Christina. Before we bring up our main event, let's take a look at the final word. Navarrete, Valdez 2. Take a look at this special feature.
Navarrete has said, I want this kind of fight, one of the great ones, the ones that's spoken about forever, and I'm going to commit to it. I want a bloody Mexican-style fight. Do we get it? Let's find out. Here they go for the title. We got a Mexican war breaking out. Come on, baby. That was a classic round. Ooh. Big right hand. Standing ovation for these two great champions.
And still, junior lightweight champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to weigh in our main event, 12 rounds for the WBO Junior Lightweight Championship of the World. Please welcome from Nogales, Mexico, Oscar Valdez, and the champion from San Juan Zitaltepec, Mexico, Emanuel El Vaquero Navarrete. First on the scale, Oscar Valdez.
$130 even.
130 even. 130 for Oscar Valdez. And let's bring up the champion from San Juan Zitaltepec, Mexico, Emanuel El Vaquero Navarrete.
$129.9.
129.9 for the champion. 129.9 for Emanuel El Vaquero Navarrete.
Can you put the belt up? Hold it up. Hold it up. You're gonna look right at Mikey first.
12 rounds for the WBO Junior Lightweight Championship of the World. There you see the tail of the tape. 72-inch reach for the champ, 66 for the challenger. 29 years of age, 33 years of age. This is going to be a war.
Mikey.
12 rounds for the WBO Junior Lightweight Championship of the World. From Nogales, Mexico, Oscar Valdez. From San Juan Zitaltepec, Mexico, Emanuel El Vaquero Navarrete. 12 rounds for the WBO Junior Lightweight Championship of the World.
A little closer, please. Bueno, gracias. wait right there for me. Oscar, right up here.
Gotta have the towel. Gotta thank the sponsors. We've been doing this a long time now, Oscar, haven't we? And for you, this is a situation that, albeit a long time pro, you've never had an opportunity at a rematch. This is your first opportunity to avenge one of your losses. What are you feeling going into a rematch for the first time? And obviously all the preparation's done, but those emotions that it brings back for you.
A lot of great emotions. I'm grateful to be here. I want to thank the Lord, thank Top Rank. I want to thank everybody from Phoenix for coming over to support. You guys are the reason why we're making big fights over here in Phoenix, so I want to appreciate it to that. And I'm more excited than ever because it's my first time for a rematch, and I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm hungrier than ever, and I want to prove to the world that we are the best at 130.
How is it different preparing for a rematch? This is the first time that you've done it compared to all your other fights, being that you've spent time in the ring, 12 rounds in the ring with him already?
I mean, I'm just excited right now. We worked so hard right now to be in this position. We looked at our mistakes, tried to learn from them, and now we're back with a different game plan that we're going to make sure we give a great night of boxing, a good night.
What does a win in this fight do for you and the remainder of your career?
It means the world to me. It means the world to me. This is something personal that I got. Revenge my fight.
Thank you, Oscar.
Thank you, Christina.
Good luck. All right, we'll bring the champ in now. Good to see you. All right, Emanuel, back at 130 after a fight in your last fight against Branchek at 135. Your last win at 130 was over a year ago, in fact, against Oscar Valdez. How good does it feel to be back in this position defending your title at 130 pounds?
No, principalmente estoy motivado porque pues ya llevo 2 peleas que no encuentro la victoria y pues venimos a tomar posesión principalmente del título y nuevamente reencontrarnos con la victoria.
I'm very motivated because it's been 2 fights where I couldn't find the victory, and so we're come here to take my position in terms of the title and in terms of getting a victory again.
Much has been talked about with the adjustments that Oscar Valdez needs to make, being that he came out on the losing end of that fight. But for you, any adjustments you feel like you have to make, or your style and what you did in the first fight obviously was enough?
No, sí, obviamente tanto Valdez como yo debemos de reajustarnos un poco, pues ya nos conocemos un poco más ahora con la primera pelea. Y obviamente él va a traer un plan de pelea diferente al de la primera vez, entonces también debemos hacer lo mismo.
Both he and I will have to readjust a bit. I know we now know each other a bit more than in the first fight, and so his plan is going to be different, and I think I will have to do the same as well.
We're looking forward to it. Muchas gracias.
Vale, gracias a todos. Adiós.
All right.
Thank you, Christina. Before you go away, stand right here. I want to give a special thank you to Gabe Rivas, who's been with us all weekend long, helping with translating for us. So big shout out to Gabe, a part of our Top Rank family. Again, it all goes down tomorrow, Saturday, December 7th. We begin at 5:30 Eastern on ESPN Plus, 3:30 local here in Phoenix, 2:30 Pacific time. And then we move over to the network, ESPN at 10:30 Eastern, 8:30 local, 7:30 Pacific. You see it there on your screen, the entire fight card and a QR code coming up right behind it. Scan the QR code that you're about to see for all things your fight night guide, a behind-the-scenes access to all 10 fights on the card tomorrow night, coming to you from beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we bid you a wonderful afternoon. As always, this is Top Rank. This is boxing. We'll see you tomorrow night.
On December 7th, it'll be a night of rematches as Emanuel Navarrete runs it back against Oscar Valdez.
We got a Mexican war breaking out. Oh, this is great stuff.
How about we run back Valdez Ramirez as he gets a chance at revenge against the champion Rafael Espinosa.